I can't go on anymore. Let's just let it all end. I like how you can see the real Bombshu in that cutscene. So this is just like another Rareware type of thing, having a cool game over cutscene. You met with a terrible fate, haven't you? How did you do? You'll be fine. Surely you should be able to recover Majora's mask. I believe in you. Ah, but time passes even as we speak. Not really, because time's frozen in here. There were only 72 hours left. Ho ho ho. So yeah, if you let the moon fall, you will lose any progress you made in the cycle. But yeah, I love it when games have a cool game over cutscene. So before we actually confront the Skull Kid, let's just show our good friend the progress we made. Why, that's the postman's hat, isn't it? That is a fine thing. It is filled with the joy of freedom. Ironically, he had done some good work. Keep up the pace. Good job! Keep up the pace! A mask. That's the all-night mask, isn't it? That looks like an expensive mask. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not the mask I'm looking for. Yeah. Like, you didn't have to do, like, anything heartwarming or special to get this. That mask. It's the blast mask, isn't it? That is a fine mask. It is filled with feelings of gratitude. So much gratitude that it's designed to kill you. Kill yourself. That's the sun mask, isn't it? It's a fine mask. It is filled with appreciation for things that go unnoticed. Keep up the pace! That's the Great Fairy's mask, isn't it? That is quite rare. Normally you wouldn't be able to get one of those. So he either says you did some good work, or that's not the mask I'm looking for. And I guess it depends on what you had to do to actually get the mask. I mean, like, we had to do something, you know, kind. You know, we had to repair a Great Fairy. That's a Keaton mask, isn't it? A Keaton mask, not the. It carries a lot of nostalgia. It was popular with children long ago. That is the Bremen mask, isn't it? If you have that, then it would appear you have the qualities of a leader. That's the bunny hood, isn't it? It is a fine thing. It is filled with kindness towards animals. It's Don Guerrero's mask, isn't it? That mask has a very operatic feel about it. It is filled with the feelings of relieving someone of starvation. Somehow. That's the Mask of Sense, isn't it? You've done well to get that mask. Looking at its condition, I can tell that its previous owner was neat and tidy. It is filled with the feelings of someone longing for his son. That's Romani's mask, isn't it? That is a nice mask. It is a sentimental item that exudes a lot of maturity. That's the circus leader's mask. It is a fine mask. It is filled with the feelings of tenderness left behind in the back of one's heart. That's Kathy's mask. The worry of a concerned mother is expressed quite well in that mask. Like, you haven't really done some good work to get that. You agree to do some good work, basically. That's the couple's mask. That is truly a very fine mask. It's overflowing with powerful feelings of love and gratitude. You had done some good work. You went to a great deal of trouble, didn't you? See, he says something extra special for this one. Yeah, you went to a great deal of trouble. It's Chimera's mask. It is a fine mask. It is filled with the joy of a teacher has in finding a good student. The mask of truth. You have a frightful mask, but being able to see into people's hearts and minds seems useful. And it's filled with the feelings of someone being liberated from spiderdom. That's the Gibdom mask. That is a fine mask. It is filled with the love of a father and child. That's the Garrow's mask. If you have that mask, it must be one with quite a bit of courage. It is filled with the feelings of someone wanting to break your milk bottles. That's the Captain's hat. That is a splendid thing. It earns the respect and sworn allegiance of legions of soldiers. Ah, this is the Giant's mask. Please do not wear this in here. It is filled with feelings of someone wanting to crush everything as a giant. Were you able to get Majora's mask back? You still haven't done it! I keep telling you, if you don't get it back, terrible things are going to happen! Believe in your strengths, believe. Oh, that shape. You have the spirit of the Zord who cannot be healed. So then, have you recovered? Blah, 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 blah. The spirit of the Goron who cannot be healed. I got nothing special to say about your transformations. Let's get my darn mask back. Jeez. Sis! Tail! Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the four who are there, bring them here! Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. That's it. I won't let things go the way you expect them to. Oh, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Hehe. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. Weird little factoid, you can't put on or take off your transformation masks in here. So, like, if you came in here as a transformation, it's a weird little rule that this area has. I don't really understand why. So, yeah. Play the Oath to Order when we get up here. And thankfully, these giants are semi-tangible spirits, so they don't crush anything as they walk toward the moon. Also, that one could just stand in midair. Really, like, depending on where they spawn, like, each of them can stand in midair. See, those fountains don't get crushed. Also, if you played the song earlier before saving all the giants, you'd still get this cutscene, but the respective giants would be absent.
Really?
Yeah. And then, you know, after that version of the cutscene ends, you just pick up back at the top of the clock tower and nothing really happens. Like, you can see the giants trying to push up the moon, like on the clock tower, but, you know, they can't really do anything because they're not all present.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you lose, huh?
Yeah, so you just gotta reset time at that point. And also, this scene was depicted in Smash Bros. Melee in the Great Bay level. Like, the moon would slowly fall in the background, and then the giants would push it up, and I thought that was a pretty cool effect. And I wish they'd bring that level back in the new Smash games.
So if the moon crushes the clock tower, it's over.
Yeah, I showed the game over cutscene earlier. It stopped. We did it. It stopped. Sis! Tail! Good, we made it in time. The Giant's call worked on the Skull Kid. Hey, Skull Kid, do you realize what you've been doing to everyone? Wait, sis, don't be so hard on the Skull Kid. Tail, why are you protecting him? Aren't you mad at him for hitting you so much? He was lonely, the Skull Kid. He was trying to destroy everything around him. That's not the same as a lonely child. We can't allow that. The power of the mask made him do it. It was too much for the Skull Kid to handle. It's because he doesn't know his place. On top of having a weak will and no strength of heart, he's a fool. Certainly, he had far too many weaknesses to use my power. Yeah, that's right. Admit your stupidity. Huh? I just love her personality.
Hi, Jerry.
I think, like, Human Link, a puppet that can no longer be used is mere garbage. This puppet's role is just ended. See, Human Link would have, like, opened his mouth, you know, his little gaping animation. Sora Link can't do it, it seems like. It's kind of want to enter this cutscene kind of funny. It can't be. Then that moon... I shall consume everything! Ah! This isn't good! Let's get back! Hurry! The song in time! Oh no, you gotta be kidding! Don't tell me you're going up there! I won't do it. You go by yourself. I'm staying here with Tail. I'll go. What? What are you saying, Tail? Something wrong with you? I don't always want to be running away. If only I had been stronger, the Skull Kid wouldn't have... I understand. I'll go. After all this time, Tail, you've gotten really stubborn, just like someone else I know. You know, you guys are really stupid. Like, something cool I could do is, you know, like, try to experience that cutscene as each of the forms, but that would just take forever. Alright, welcome to Elysium. Yeah, this is just Elysium from Xenoblade 2, except this came first, so Xenoblade 2 copied off of this game. Haha. It's a very bizarre place to see inside the moon.
That's inside the moon?
Yeah. And we have these children here who are wearing the boss masks, including a Majora kid. I'm not going to talk to them for a while. And something about, like, the heads... Like, they look like the Masked Salesman. You know, they got the same orange hair, their heads are kind of similar, like a younger version. So, it's like, whatever these kids are, the Masked Man is, like, one of them. Like, they're from the same race. And we call them the Lunar Children. It's just an interesting, mysterious race here. Anyway... Ah, nice weather, isn't it? Masks. You have a lot. You too. Will you be a mask salesman? See? Then I'll play with you. So, the masks. Give me some. Thanks. You're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek. Let's play. Alright. I'll hide. And they're also sort of a callback to the Bombers, because at the beginning of the game, we had to play hide-and-seek with the Bombers. So, it's kind of a nice, you know, callback reflection. And there are 5 of them. Alright. So, kind of like the final dungeons of other Zelda games, we have to go through a sequence of trial rooms that resemble the dungeons. But there are gossip stones in these rooms, so we want to kind of keep our mask of truth for a while. Like, we don't want to give it to the kids. It seems the Gorham brothers are using Gara's mask for ill. So these gossip stones will tell you hints for each of the masks. Like, if you haven't got them yet. Thankfully, we had them all. Like, if you want to, like, see the ending right now, we just have to talk to the Majora kid. We don't have to do this dungeon. But, to get the full experience and the special prize, we need to not only complete this dungeon, but we need to have every mask. It seems Cremia, the owner of Romani Ranch, had Romani's mask. Oh wow, that's so freaking obvious. No. I don't think I'm gonna bother to actually read all these. Like, if I happen to, like, come close to them like I'm doing with this one, I'll just read it. Seems the postman had the postman set. Yeah, like, some of these aren't even good hints. Like, some of these just sound, like, straightforward. Like, oh, the postman has the postman's hat. Which, I mean, yeah, it's a hint that you can actually get the postman's hat somehow. Platform. But in each of these rooms, there's also a heart piece, which means this would be the final heart container. Of course, we're actually missing 2 other heart pieces from outside. Because to get those 2, we had to reset the cycle, and I didn't want to wait for the moon to fall again, so I'm just going to get those on the next cycle. Like after the game ends. It seems Kathy and Anju had the couple's mask. Yeah, so do that whole entire ordeal. I wonder if that other gossip stone mentions the Keaton mask, because they're kind of like, you know, mentioning the masks for the Anju quest, but it also mentions Cremia because she's connected to Anju. And of course, it's even playing the Woodfall Temple music in here. That mask, take it off. You found me. Hey, I want more masks. Not that! Hurry, put it away. It kind of implies they're afraid of the transformation masks. That's wrong. Thanks. You're nice. Can I ask a question? Your friends, what kind of people are they? I wonder, do those people think of you as a friend? Yeah, and then these kids just ask some philosophical questions. One thing I kind of regret not doing is buying a Chateau Romani, but it's fine. It's fine. We don't need no Chateau Romani. More. And the number they asked for corresponds with what number boss they were. So now we're in the Snowhead room. Time for our final Goron Link trial. Yeah, there really weren't any fun Goron Link trials outside of Mountain Village. Alright, so this one's kind of interesting. Like, you had to, like, keep the momentum going, and if you fail, you can use these teleporters to go back. The trick here is to not hold the left stick. It's like, right now, I'm off the left stick, and I'm just able to keep going, but now you need to actually turn it here. I really wish the game had more of these. These are fun. It's also the only time you see, like, already opened chests, and, you know, they're actually making use of it as a mechanic. See, this area is just really creative. I wish there was actually more of this throughout the game. Seems the Great Fairy in town had the Great Fairy's mask. Maybe a bit further back, yeah. So yeah, when we came to that first curve, we were meant to unravel and get on this platform so we can go to the end, but if we kept the momentum going for the rest of the track, we could get that heart piece, so yeah. Seems Skullkita, Captain of the Skull Knights, had the captain's hat. And yeah, it even gives you hints for the masks that you're required to get in the main campaign. Seems Chimera, the Spirit Dancer, had Chimera's mask. And also, if you don't hand them the masks, or if you don't have enough masks, they just kick you out of this room. Like, you can go back to the Elysium place. Can I ask the question? You, what makes you happy? I wonder, what makes you happy? Does it make others happy too? Yet, no it doesn't. Nice weather, isn't it? You won't play? Oh. Alright, now this room was changed in the 3DS version to be a bit more challenging, which I appreciate. So otherwise, this one's just kind of straightforward-ish. Like, we got this sequence of tunnels, we need to find the correct tunnel. The incorrect ones, we'll have gossip stones. I'm not going to bother to read the gossip stones anymore. I don't really see anything cryptic, for the most part. But one of these incorrect routes will have a heart piece, so we need to try to find that. No, okay, when you see that floor symbol over there, that's the correct room, and then you won't be able to, like, backtrack, so just don't go that way. Alright, we found it. And this one has, like, a different tile graphics, so that's how you... That's the correct one, then. Can I ask a question? The right thing? What is it? I wonder, if you do the right thing, does it really make everybody happy? This is another reason why this game is leagues better than Breath of the Teary Kingdom, whatever. Like if this were that game, then they'd be asking these questions with a little chime of humor or something. More. Yep, this one's gonna want 4. So this one is the least interesting trial. So you don't need to use any masks, you're just Human Link, and you think, alright, well this is going to be like a cool dungeon area that uses each of Human Link's items. Maybe there's going to be some upside-down mechanics like the Stone Tower had. But no, we don't even get the Stone Tower music in here. Instead, this is just a an enemy gauntlet. Oh yeah, we gotta do this, though. It's just a cheap little enemy gauntlet. And we have to use some abilities, actually. Oh, yeah, we should probably read these just because we're here. Seems the one cursed by the strange sparkling gold spiders had the Mask of Truth, which you're using to read this in the first place, so that's just a pointless hint. Yet, the third Garo Master. Alright, let's just try to do this legit way. Using iframes to win, baby! So now we need to use the hook shot. give you arrows because you'll need them. Seems his mother, Madame Aroma, had Kathy's mask. Now we have the easiest mini-boss besides Final Foes. Iron Knuckle. Like, really, the Garrett Master is a lot more challenging than this guy. And then we have bomb shoes. The one item in the game we never ever had to use is actually relevant here.
Bomb shoes?
Yeah, bomb shoes.
Bomb shoes.
And it's really a shame because, you know, they're really fun to item. They're creative. Like, there's some good puzzle potential to have with them. But all I really need them for is that mini game in town. And then we have to use our bow, because why not? I just realized there were some Gotham Stones on the side here, but nah, forget them. Who cares about Gotham Stones? And they also just give you the heart piece for free. Seems the owner of the Curiosity Shop's keeping the King mask. Okay, so that's not the mask that was in the Woodfall room. Also, here's something cool you can do with the Gotham Stones. Yeah, if you hit them with the bomb, they'll fly to the ceiling, and they also did this in Ocarina of Time as well. In fact, that's the same exploding animation from Ocarina of Time. It's not like the animation from this game. That would have been a fun alternate way to actually hit that crack. So, disappointed. Yep, the only two bomb shoe puzzles in the game besides that minigame. Oh, then we need the fire arrow. So yay, it's another item we get to use. But we don't get to use the ice arrows or light arrows for any cool puzzles. Nope. That's really a shame. Like, they could have did more with this dungeon. Now here's a cool one. You get to turn into a giant with this one. Really wish we got to use that mask in more fun ways. Can I ask a question? Your true face. What kind of face is it? I wonder. The face under the mask. Is that your true face? You're the one who's wearing a mask, aren't you? So now we have no more of the non-transformation masks. It's just me and Majora. Everyone has gone away, haven't they? Will you play with me? No. You're a boring kid. You don't have any masks left, do you? If you talked to him before, he would say you only have weak masks. Well, let's do something else. Let's play good guys against bad guys. Yes, let's play that. And we have the final mask, the Fierce Deity's mask. Could this mask's dark powers be as bad as Majora? Try it on with C. Are you ready? You're the bad guy, and when you're bad, you just run. That's fine, right? Well, shall we play? Alright, we are not going to use the mask on this first run. What I will do is make a save state. Fun fact, if you play the Song of Time, like right now, you will lose the Fierce Deity mask. If you want to keep it, you have to see the ending. even at this point, you can still reset time and stuff, but you will lose that mask. Majora's Mask. Remember your battles. When something resistant would deflect your weapons, what was its backside usually like? What battle was actually like that? Yeah, I guess Twin Mold. So the only time you can snipe Majora is when he's using this little technique. Or at least when he's coming out of it. Oh wow, I actually got him as he's coming out of it. That's hilarious. Because of that, I re-stunned him with the sword. So then he'll send his unmasking minions. But all we really need are just a few good shots of the bow. But now we're going to have a unique use for the Mirror Shield. Can you believe it? The Mirror Shield is actually useful again. Kind of similar to how you use it against Twinrova. Okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. Majora's Incarnation. When you fought things that ran around, didn't you battle them using your own body? Alright, let's listen to this music. So this gives us insight on Majora's true personality. Like, he's just psychotic. It's a little bit like Zaunt from Twilight Princess. And when we got the little reveal that Zaunt was a psychopath, like he was really just a big clown when we got into his boss fight. And Majora has a lot of animations in this phase. I love it. And that's his only attack, though. Majora's Wrath. Think about battles and weapons. When you had the chance before an enemy was about to attack, didn't you usually try shooting it? You can also throw out these exploding tops. Yeah, we're not going to be able to catch up to him in time. Let's use the Goron Mask. He got blown up by his own top! There's an alternate way to fight this guy. This is also the only boss in the 3DS version that wasn't changed up at all. Which is a shame, really. There's some potential to be had here, I think. You also can't use... Okay, you can't use your transformation masks in this room? That doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I guess it's not much the other forms can do, but I don't know. That's kind of weird. So yeah, that's how you do the fight as Human Link. Meet the Fierce Deity. Quite a mysterious sort of figure that, you know, the game would give you. It's like, what connection does it have to Majora, and how's it as powerful as Majora? And why is he just giving it to us to use against him? Just interesting questions here. Fierce Deity has no instruments. He also has Adult Link's voice effects from Ocarina. But when you're targeting enemies, he'll shoot a sword beam. And this sword beam is the most powerful thing in the game. It will also use magic, though. It completely cheapens this fight. Sad thing about the Fierce Deity is you cannot use it anywhere, you can only use it in boss rooms, so you can see how it measures up to the other bosses. There is a glitch you can pull off that you can equip Fierce Deity, like in the overworld, but then you can't take it off. Oh, in the 3DS version, you can use it in the fishing places. So that's neat. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have me a pizza, so y'all can read the dialogue on your own. Huh? What, do you want one?
I'll see if I can get another piece.
Well, one and take one.
Huh?
Let's take one.
Thank you. That's just a snack size pizza, huh?
Alright, just in time. Alright, so let's actually talk about the ending. And of course, classic N64, you can't really click off of the end screen without resetting the game. Make a little save state here, though. Just in case. So, we see that the Skull Kid was friends with the Giants. And remember, like, in the earlier... Like, one of the earlier cutscenes... See, we keep the Fierce Steed advance now. Like, in one of the earlier cutscenes... Tattle mentions... how the Skull Kid has been playing with his friends, but they let them all alone, etc., etc. Well, those friends were the giants. Which, I mean, like, it makes you wonder, like, how long ago did the fairies meet the Skull Kid? You know, I imagine, you know, like, Skull Kids would probably live a very long time. I mean, they're just wooden spirit forest people, whatever. So, I still like to imagine, like, they met fairly recently. Maybe the Skull Kid was just, you know, just crying for all that time or something. Alright, and then during the credits, you can see that Zora Link was performing with the Indiegogos. And they were singing the song that we helped create in that one side quest. Yeah, like, Link didn't skip out on the carnival or anything. You know, he performed with the Indiegogos. That was pretty nice of him. Now, during all those, like those clips where it showed the people from the side quests, if we did not complete those side quests, then, like, if we didn't complete those side quests, it would just show a black screen and a model of the masks that we would collect from that quest. So, like, for example, that clip during Andrew's wedding would be replaced with the couple's mask, just rotating in front of us. And the scene where should Romani shoot the balloons, that would just show the Romani mask. That's basically how that works. And I do have to wonder, like, if we were able to beat the game without, without helping Pamela's father, like, even though we're required to do that for the quest, I wonder if it would actually show the Gibdo mask, or would the game still assume that we did it, because we would have to do it. That'd be interesting. Alright, but now we're actually going to do the side quest that requires the all-night mask. Carnival time, is it? The carnival's almost here, so it's good for you to learn its meaning. It's a little long, but I'll read it with some enthusiasm. The carnival time. Each year, the season of harmony begins when the sun and moon are in alignment, paying homage to the way that both nature and time are tirelessly in the process of progressing. The carnival of time is when the peoples of the four worlds celebrate that harmony and request fruitfulness for the year. So at this time, like, Link would fall asleep, so he needs this all-night mask to listen to the whole story. For ages, people have worn masks resembling the giants who are the gods of the four worlds. Now it has become a custom for each person to bring a handmade mask to the Carnival of Time. You can see Odala's mask up there, which is pretty interesting. Like, Odala's mask does seem like, you know, a festive kind of mask that, you know, people might make. Like, different from the other boss masks. And that kid on the left does resemble one of the Lunar Children. It is said that if a couple unite on the day of the festival and dedicate a mask as a sign of their union, it would bring luck, which is what Angie and Kathy did. The second piece of the carnival is the clock tower, and on the eve of all the festivities, the doors to its roof are open. From atop the clock tower roof, a ceremony to call the gods is held, and an ancient song is sung. All these festivities for the carnival time are held so that we may ask the gods for a rich harvest in the year to come. Of course, that will skip 2 hours of time. Now, when is the clock tower on the roof open? Yeah, they don't even make this hard. On the eve of the festival. You did a good job remembering. That's the boy I'm proud of. I'll give you some candy as a prize. And then the second and final heart piece will also come from her. And with this other story. Now, the reason we didn't really do this earlier, because this one is till morning, so if you listen to this story, then you're definitely going to miss out on some quests. It's like, it wouldn't be efficient to listen to her story and try to do something else. You know, that takes a lot of time. The Four Giants, is it? It's quite long. It's a good story, alright. The Four Giants. This tales from long ago when all the people weren't separated into 4 worlds like they are now. In those times, all the people lived together, and the 4 giants lived among them. On the day of the festival that celebrates the harvest, the giants spoke to the people. We have chosen to guard the people while we sleep. 100 steps north, 100 steps south, 100 steps east, 100 steps west. If you have need, call us in a loud voice by declaring something such as, the mountain blizzard has trapped us, or the ocean is about to swallow us. Your cries shall carry to us. Now then, there was one who was shocked and saddened by all this, a little imp. The imp was a friend of the giants since before they had created the 4 worlds. Why must you leave? Why do you not stay? The childhood friend felt neglected, so he spread his anger across the 4 worlds. Repeatedly, he wronged all people. So the Skull Kid was doing this before. Overwhelmed with misfortune, the people sang the song of prayer to the giants who lived in each of the 4 compass directions. The giants heard their cry and responded with a roar. Oh imp, we are the protectors of the people. You have caused the people pain. Oh imp, leave these 4 worlds, otherwise we shall tear you apart. The imp was frightened and saddened. He had lost his old friends. The imp returned to the heavens, and harmony was restored to the 4 worlds. So he's just from the spirit world. And the people rejoiced, and they worshipped the giants of the 4 worlds like gods, and they lived happily ever after. Wasn't that fun, Tortoise? What did the people do to call the giants? So here's the thing about this one. Sing a song. That's right, but you couldn't just sing that song anywhere. 100 steps north, 100 steps blah blah blah. The spot at which this giant's part is right in the middle of this very town. That's right. Okay. What you gotta say is, I don't know. Oh, really? But you listen hard, so the mother is happy. I'll give you some candy as your prize. That's really weird. And with that, we have 100%ed Majora's Mask. So now we're going to visit the Powder King place. Actually, no, we don't need to do that at all. But there's just a little tiny thing I want to show. Oh yeah, let's keep talking about that ending. So, Angie and Kathy's wedding, we don't get to see how Kathy looks as an adult. But then it showed the Deku Butler kind of mourning over that petrified Deku we saw in the beginning. That was his son, and his son's soul was used to make the Deku mask, which Link now uses. So that's why when we were racing with the Butler, he's like, it's almost as if I'm racing with my son. So yeah, that answers that little question, like how the Deku mask was made, and where his son is. So, if you come to these guys while wearing the circus leader mask, oh, me droopy. Oh, that mask! That's our middle brother's big bro! So he's gone into the world of entertainment. That younger brother of mine is really struggling. Compare what he does to what we do. No, no, no! And the things that we, the Gorman brothers, have done. We're the notorious Gorman brothers. We can't get all sappy over stuff like this. I'm sorry, but take that mask off. I can't get anything done with you. Gaze at me with that mask on. And yeah, during the bandit chase, during the Romani quest, these guys would not attack you if you're wearing this mask. You kind of see that they're droopy-eyed in their Garrett masks. That mask off. I can't speak when you look at me like that. It's no use. You look at me with that thing on, I can't talk to you like that. Alright, what else are we gonna say? Oh yeah, so the 3DS version has a unique quest, because remember, the Circus Leader's mask is not used for any quests or heart pieces or the like. The 3DS version, if you talk to these guys with this mask on, they will give you a new bottle that has some kind of sour milk or something. You have to give it to their brother in town, then he'll give you, the bottle. Like, you'll get to keep the bottle and junk. So yeah, the 3DS version has a 7th empty bottle that you get from the brand new quest. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Glad they, try to give this mask some neat use. I guess the last thing we'll do, really... Like, the bombers have some unique dialogue. We talk to them with the masks, so I guess we'll show that. Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing about the ending. Like, it assumes that you did all those quests in the cycle that you defeated Majora, so you get, like, the full happy ending. Yippee! Let's try to talk to this kid. It's scary, take it off! Yeah, it kind of is. Is someone there? I'm invisible. Where do you get that mask? I don't have that one. I want to be one when I grow up, too. It's scary, take it off! Yeah, that makes sense. I want one, too. I also want that one. I have that one, haha! He does also look like the graveyard kid from Ocarina. Actually, no, he didn't get the keep the mask. He got the spooky mask. But like that guard in Kakariko, like he's get it for his kid or something. I mean, he just wanted it for himself. And you don't need to have a kid. Where'd you get that? I don't need that weird mask. I don't have that. I don't have that game. I don't know. My mom and dad have that. Yeah, it makes sense. Continuity. If I have to wear that thing when I become a grown-up, then I just want to stay kid. Yeah. I'm sure you're going to say all these are scary. That's scary! You surprised me! Yep! That's scary! Take that one off! This doesn't even surprise me! Alright, well, wanna wear this one? You get to be like the biggest kid in the kingdom. You get to flatten this whole town. That'd be awesome, right? Well, you're stuck there for a sec. Hey, where'd you get that mask? Come on, tell me. Alright, you just say the... Alright, maybe all these kids just say the same thing for all your masks. Like, only the guard kid only says something unique. I guess I could try talking to the other characters with the masks, but that'll just take a lot of time. What do you want, guy? Busy practicing with my blowgun. Don't blow on me. What do you want? What do you want? I mean, I completed your journal. Let's just look. Yep, everyone has a lovely red ribbon. As a recap, like, if you get the hand's heart piece before actually getting the journal, you'll be locked out of actually completing his journal. It sucks. But yeah, just an overall marvelous game. Definitely like the most revolutionary Zelda. It'd be cool if, like, Nintendo made, a proper sequel to it that had the same mysterious, dark aura, and maybe you get transformation masks for some of the newer races. Like, you could become Rito Link, and, fly around for a short time. become, Sheikah Link and do some ninja stuff. You could be Magma Link and burrow underground. What about Twilight Link? Ooh, that'd look awesome. I am just trying to think of, like, other stuff I want to talk about, but not... I think we mostly covered everything. We got the biggest bomb bag and the biggest quiver. Oh yeah, Majora's Mask will always be the best.